The Tasmanian front today. This is so interesting as the reassessment on the building of the Macquarie Point Stadium has been done, the financials. And the figure now is $945 million. So that's up $170 million on the first instance. This is significant because the state budget is later this week and the money has to be put into it. It's better to know now than to have the cost overrun. The sceptics will still tell you that this won't be built for less than $1.2 billion. But the rise in the bill right now. So as matters stand, bipartisan support exists for the stadium. The draft legislation was published today. It will go to the lower house of parliament in June. Yep. A month of debate and then the vote in July where it will either pass or not. Bipartisan support would see it go through. Then to the upper house where the stadium would need two of the independents who probably, if the vote was held yesterday, you would probably be counting on those votes and it would pass through into law and construction would begin. So the rise to the price. The rendering is the sort of the payoff is it's shiny, it's beautiful, it's going to be fantastic.
It is.
But the number is a big number.
So bipartisan support before this latest blowout of 170 to 200 million. Anyone that's built a house, Gerard, will tell you that this just keeps going up and up and up. So what's going to be acceptable? Is there a cut-off here for full support of this stadium? With an alternative sitting in the wings saying that we can do it for this.
Yeah, so this is the number that they will vote on. So that's the important part. There's no smoke and mirrors with this. We're not going to vote on a number that is outdated. So it's an eyes wide open for the leaders of that state to do. And then for the sport involved, and obviously Aussie Rules is right at the front of that. This was Andrew Dillon just a short time ago.
Are you losing faith in how much this is going to cost and slipping away given what they need to deliver to get a team?
Look, there's a lot of work that's gone into the planning process that's happening now, which will be going before both houses of parliament towards the end of June and early July. We're really confident that the work's been done and that it's within an envelope that the Tasmanian government, with assistance from the federal government and others, will be able to deliver what will be an incredible asset for all of Tasmania and a great place for the Tasmania Devils to play the majority of their games.
Cricketer up in arms about the roof. Are you adamant that you need a roof on that place?
I know we might have to speak to the head of the Cricketers Association on that, but look, I know that can all be worked through. The stadium needs to be fit for purpose, not just for football, but for other sports. And I know the report already refers to ways to mitigate that.
So, is that a softening on the need for a roof from your end?
No, absolutely not. It will be the requirement under the licence is for a roof stadium at Macquarie Point with a capacity of at least 23,000. And cricket's been played under a roof here, and I'm sure we'll be able to make that work down in Tasmania.
So, Gerard, cut through this for a lot of people sitting at home. They're not interested in the money, the figures. They're just wondering whether or not you're going to get a 19th team in Tasmania. The stance has been from day one, no stadium, no team. Benny Gale said as recently as last week that we might all be out of a job if this doesn't pass. Tell us what's happening. Tell us what will happen.
This will either pass Parliament or not.
Right.
And it will do so in the last week of July or the first week of August.
If it doesn't pass, is that it?
Superficially, yes. Everyone will say absolutely that is it. And that's an unwavering stance. Benny Gale couldn't have been clearer when he said we'll all be out of jobs.
So you pause then, but so you're saying if they blink that they still might come back to the table?
In my heart of hearts, I do believe that would happen. It's nobody's preference to get there, but are we going to fold the whole idea and cut the state adrift forevermore and break all the hearts that have been given over to it?
Will they move past them? Will the AFL just, if they can't all come together and commit to this as a state and from a government point of view, will the AFL just move past them and say, hey, you had your chance?
Every public statement is yes. In my heart of hearts, I believe no.
Well, they might just sit there and say, well, Gerard says it's not true.
No, don't take my word for it. I don't want to cost you your team.
No, but this might be their attitude to say, I think they're bluffing here. We'll just call their bluff.
Yeah. It would be a high stakes manoeuvre.
Don't take Gerard's word for it.
Don't.